Boys and girls, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At Portland, I will be responsible by doing what is right, respectful by considering myself and others, ready by being willing to try my best.
Good morning, Portland. Today is Monday, February the 22nd.
We are in cycle 2 of special areas, and we have 3 important events today after school. We have the Environmental Club, we have CSI, and Lincoln Foundation. Have a great day.
What up, Mr. Cooley? Well, hello there, youngster. What are you doing in these parks? I'm just coming from the community center. I volunteered for a bit to help read to some of the little kids in the neighborhood at the reading program. Oh, that's cool. Reading is fundamental, right? And you know that. But we need more young people like you down at the center volunteering. Come on, how can I help out at the Learning Center? Come on now, youngster. I'm sure if you came down, the kids would love it. Like today, I was talking to them about Miles Davis. They ate it up. Miles Davis? Who is that, Mr. Cooley? What do you youngsters listen to nowadays? Come on, I gotta hip you to a real musician named Miles Davis. All right, Mr. Cooley. Who is this dude you're telling me about named Miles? Listen here, youngster. Miles Davis was the man when it came to the world of music and jazz. Come on now, Mr. Cooley. I've never heard of him. I heard of like old school cats named Biggie and Pac, but I never heard of Miles Davis. That's because Miles changed the game long before them boys was even thought of. You see, Miles Davis was a jazz musician, and he did his thing. Jazz? I don't know too much about jazz, Mr. Cooley. I want my music to slap. Oh, no. And all that violence in your music is bad, son. Music shouldn't be slapping nobody. No, Mr. Cooley. I don't want my music to slap people or be violent. I want it to have a lot of bass and make my speakers knock. Oh, I see now. I'm feeling you, youngster. Miles could not only bring music, though. He could make your system slap, too. Is that what it means, youngster? Slap? Yeah, Mr. Cooley. Something like that. Okay, youngster. I remember seeing you around the neighborhood as a little kid with your beat machine writing your rhymes. That's right. I've always loved hip-hop. Well, Miles was just like you, youngster. You see, as a kid, Miles got his first trumpet at the age of 13, and he couldn't be stopped from there. For real? Tell me more. Well, just like you listen to your favorite artist today on your little MP3 player. Back then, technology wasn't as fancy. But that didn't stop old Miles. During that time, he was considered a prodigy. What is a prodigy? A prodigy means that for his age, he was ahead of his time. I mean, this boy was good, and everybody knew it. Kinda like you, Lee. Word? That's what's up, Mr. Cooley. Tell me some more. Well, that's why I keep telling you, to make sure you know your history, son. When Miles was growing up, he didn't just try to play on his own, but he studied the greats of his time, like Dizzy Gillespie and Charlie Parker. In jazz, think of those guys as the top artists that you would see in music videos today, or on your little iTunes top 10, I guess. But they had everything going back then, and Miles rocked it from the birth of cool era all the way to the mix of rock and jazz. Man, that's crazy. Starting off at the age of 13 and becoming a legend, that's how I want to roll. Alrighty, youngster. Now, if you want to be the man, you gotta study to be the greatest. As a matter of fact, if you check out Rolling Stones magazine, they will let you know he was one of the most influential artists in the 20th century. That was when I was a youngster. Alright, Mr. Cooley. I'm gonna have to check Miles Davis out. Well, son, you keep studying and striving. And one day, maybe another little kid will be just like you in the neighborhood, wanting to be a musician and looking at you as the greatest. Now that's what's up, Mr. Cooley. You are too cool. Yes, 'cause I'm Mr. Cooley, baby.